welcome to another episode of Kids Church. My name is Jolie, and I'm so happy you're here to join me today. Before we dive into today's lesson, we're going to sing a song, so get ready to sing. Welcome back. So today we're going to continue with reading from the book of Psalms. So we're going to go with Psalm 2 today, and it's going to be from verses 1 through 12. Why do the nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, "Let us break their chains and throw off their shackles." The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. He rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, "I have installed my king on Zion, my holy mountain. It will proclaim the Lord's decree." He said to me, "You are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. You will break them with the rod of iron. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and celebrate his rule with trembling. Kiss his son, or he will be angry, and your way will lead to your destruction. For his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are all who take refuge in him." So the word for today is going to be refuge, and it is feeling safe or finding shelter away from trouble or danger. So in Psalm 2, it is a lesson to teach us that if we ever fall off the correct path of doing things the right way or just following in God's footsteps, God is teaching us that we must take refuge in him. And to take refuge means to go to him when we feel like we're in trouble, or to just know we are sheltered by his love. So I want you to think of a time in your life that maybe you might have found refuge in somebody, maybe your parents or a sibling or a teacher or another adult, and just think about how that made you feel. Did it make you feel happier, or did it make your fear go away? So that is what God is trying to teach us, that if we ever do something that gets us in trouble or we feel like we can't tell anybody, you should just know that you can always take refuge in God, and you can take refuge in whoever is around you, because you should never feel like that you have nobody to run to or to talk to or to trust, that people are going to be there for you to be safe and to guard after you. So for today's activity, we're going to pick a verse that stood out to us in Psalm 2, and we're also going to describe how can we take refuge in God and praise him. So the verse that I chose was verse 8, and it says, "Ask me and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession." So God is showing how if we ask him for refuge or to get us out of trouble or to provide us with any type of support or something we really want in our life, he is going to give it to us. He says, "I will make the nations your inheritance," so you will inherit nations. "The ends of the earth your possession." So he is showing how infinite his love is, how anything is possible, but the whole key word is to ask him. He is the most powerful and he is the one who can provide it for us. So we must seek refuge in him to help us out and to be there to provide us. So what are some ways that you can take refuge in God? I know you can take a notebook and maybe write down some prayers or blessings or things you might want to just discuss between God and yourself. Or you can pray to him at nighttime or in the morning or throughout the day whenever you want to, whenever you feel like maybe you did something wrong or you just need some support in your life or you need somebody to talk to. Those are all types of ways that you can take refuge in God, and there's lots of more that you can do as well. So I hope you guys know that you guys are never alone. You always have somebody to talk to, whether it's your parent or a friend or if it's just God, but just know that you're not alone in this. If you're in trouble or if you need support or just somebody to talk to, just know that God is always there for you, for your refuge. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's activity. I have one last fun activity that we can do. So when you think of refuge and shelter, you might think of maybe creating a fort. And I don't know if you've ever made a fort, but I used to make forts lots of times when I was younger with some friends or with my brothers. And we would just use our imagination that we're hiding out or we're someplace else like a forest or just somewhere secretive. And it made us feel cool and nice and safe and very special. And we might have brought some cool things inside like snacks or like a blanket or a pillow, or maybe we even slept in the fort. So I want to create a fort with you guys, and I hope you guys have fun with this and just let your imagination run wild and just think of it as maybe this could be your place of where you seek refuge with God. Hey guys, so to make the fort, you're gonna grab 2 chairs or as many chairs as you want, and I'm gonna put a blanket on top, and you can bring the chairs further apart to make it bigger on the inside. And what I did here was I just brought a few things with me to keep me company in my refuge fort, like my Bible and some snacks and a nice little pillow. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's activity, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!